Hi, good morning. This is Dr. Desmond White. Today I want to talk about what happens if your elderly parent or grandparent that don't speak the major languages like Mandarin, English, or Malay, and they have to see a doctor either in a private clinic or a polyclinic or a hospital. What can you do about it? So the story started when I read an article by a son of a patient. He complained that his mother, elderly mother, that only speak Cantonese and limited English, limited Mandarin, that his elderly mother went to a polyclinic for a medical consult. Usually, somebody in the polyclinic can speak her dialect. In that case, is Cantonese. But that particular day, the Cantonese speaking nurse was not around. I think he was on leave. So she can hardly communicate with anybody. And in the end, they sent her a Mandarin speaking nurse. The mother, though she's a Chinese and she speaks Cantonese, she speaks very little Mandarin. As a result, I think there are some communication issues. And the son was not happy, and he wrote a letter to the Straits Times Forum questioning why the polyclinic don't provide dialect speaking translator. So as a doctor, I have seen this situation all the time. We have a patient coming in, a local patient, elderly patient that only speak their language. Sometimes we have Tamil speaking patients, sometimes we have Malay speaking patients, they don't speak English. And as you know, I can't speak Tamil nor Malay. That was not difficult because in the hospital, it is not difficult to find a Tamil speaking or Malay speaking nurse to help translate. And many of my local Indian patients speak actually Tamil and Malay. Malay was quite a common language among, I think, those are elderly people. So to get a Malay translator in a hospital or clinic is not difficult. So Tamil, Malay, English, Mandarin, usually no problem. But once in a while, we have patients who are foreign workers or they are medical tourists. They are from places like Vietnam, Myanmar, or say Indonesia that don't speak the local language. So it can be a challenge to see them. So what do you do if you don't speak our local four languages, Tamil, Malay, English, and Mandarin? You either speak a foreign language or you speak a dialect that are very rare, like Hakka, Hokkien, Cantonese, maybe Fuchao or some other dialect. So I would suggest that you can do about three things, okay? Number one, before you come, you inform the clinic or the medical institution or the receptionist that, my mother is coming to the clinic next week, Wednesday, whatever. She doesn't speak the major languages. She speaks only Cantonese. Can you please try to help to get someone who speaks Cantonese to attend to her when she comes? Her appointment is at 2:45 p.m., for example. So you can help by informing the clinic beforehand that your relative or your friend or your own mother is going to the clinic and they only speak one particular language or one particular dialect. Give the clinic ample time to do arrangement. So be proactive, tell the clinic beforehand. As a clinic, sometimes we know we have a Vietnamese patient coming, sometimes we know we have Laos patient coming, we have Mongolian patient coming. So we try to do two things. First, we will ask around the clinic, our neighbor, the hospital. I work in Mangi Novena. I ask around the Mangi Novena hospital and say that, hey, I have someone from Mongolia coming next Wednesday, 2:45 p.m. Do you have a Mongolian translator? Can I book her? Sometimes patients have to pay a fee for the translator, of course. So I try to help by getting a translator to come beforehand. Sometimes they don't have such a translator. Sometimes the language is so rare that they don't have one in the hospital. Sometimes the translator are not available because translator can take leave. They can be engaged in other appointment. And then one simple thing that we can do is that I will tell the family member, I'm sorry, nobody can speak your dialect or your language, but it's okay. When you come, we will call you from the clinic phone by WhatsApp. WhatsApp is free, okay? Either by phone or by video call. And you being at home or in your home country can help translate. So for example, if I have a Myanmar patient coming in that don't speak our local languages, the patient only speak a Burmese language, then we can just switch on the WhatsApp phone with the internet phone. It's free, okay? So we can communicate with the daughter or the son or the granddaughter or the son-in-law back in Mandalay or back in Yangon. So we can translate. For the local patients, a lot of time I see elderly patients, sometimes they came with their helper and with a translator. Some they come with the grandson, the daughter, the son-in-law, whatever. That's good because I don't speak Hokkien or Teochew or Fuchao, okay, or Hainanese, okay. I don't speak Mandarin, English, and Cantonese. So they come with a translator. That's great. We can communicate. The second thing that we can do is sometimes an elderly patient come alone. Once in a while I have this 80-year-old patient that only speak either Hokkien or speak Tamil that I don't speak, or Hindi that I don't speak. Very simple. Ask the son or the daughter who is in Singapore. They don't have to be here in person. They just have to be available by phone. So if the appointment is 2:45 p.m., you know your mother that only speak your dialect is seeing me at 2:45 p.m. on the Wednesday. Just make yourself available between 2:45 to maybe 2:45 to 3:15. So when the patient comes, we put the speakerphone here, we switch it on. I call the son who speaks English as a translator. It can be overcome very easily. So to sum up, first, do not expect the medical institution to be able to speak the languages that you are comfortable with. But it can easily be mitigated by being available either in person or on the phone. Switch out the speakerphone on WhatsApp phone or just a landline to have a translator. No need to write to Straits Times to complain, okay? This is Dr. Desmond White.